Welcome to another XDP manufacturer Q&A. Today we're here with Chris from BD Diesel to talk more about their heavy-duty flex plates. Chris, what is the main function of a flex plate in your vehicle?
Well, the flex plate is what transfers the engine power to the converter, basically, or connects the converter to the engine. It bolts onto the back of the crankshaft, and then the torque converter in an automatic bolts onto the flex plate, and it just connects the two, the engine and transmission, together.
Why would a flex plate need to be replaced?
People replace them. Usually they do it for preventative maintenance, like say if they're a higher horsepower truck, or if they're in there and they're doing a transmission and converter install. You're right there at the flex plate, you might as well upgrade it. It's a little bit thicker, so it doesn't crack and break apart. Some of the stock ones, depending on mileage and horsepower and stuff like that, and what you do with the vehicle, they'll actually crack the centers out of them, and that's when they break off. But most guys will do it when they're in there doing a transmission and converter, because it's right there. And if you don't do it and then the flex plate fails later, you got basically another 8 hours to get into that area of labor to change it. So they'll do it for strength, basically, and preventative maintenance.
What makes BD's heavy-duty flex plates an upgrade over the factory?
They're stamped metal, but it's twice as thick as the factory one. So, and again, that's what happens is the factory one's half as thick, and it breaks, it cracks, and that tears the center out of it, and then you don't have any connection between the engine and transmission. But basically the thickness of it, the balancing, the black oxide coating, that's what makes it better than the factory one. It still flexes, it's twice as thick, but it still has the holes in it, so it can have its flexibility, but yeah, it's the thickness of it.
What is the torque rating for BD heavy-duty flex plates, and how does this compare to the factory?
Well, like I mentioned, it's twice the thickness of the factory. The factory one is good for about 800 to 900 foot-pounds of torque. Ours will handle at least double that. We don't really have a torque rating for ours. It can be a 400 horsepower truck that tows really, really heavy, maybe has an aggressive shift kit in the transmission that will take out a stock flex plate. But it all depends on what you're doing with the vehicle.
With twice the material of a stock flex plate, are these flex plates compatible with stock and aftermarket torque converters?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they are twice as thick, but they do fit with the stock converter or other people's, other manufacturers, triple disc and stuff like that. So yeah, they're a universal fit.
Should you run a heavy-duty flex plate even in stock trucks?
Yeah, even stock trucks will break the stock flex plate. So again, in that situation, the guy would only change it if he's in there doing something to the transmission, has the transmission out anyway, and the flex plate's right there. You might as well just undo the bolts and quickly change it out, so you don't have to do it later. But yeah, you can totally run our flex plate with stock trucks. People do it all the time.
What applications are BD's heavy-duty flex plates available for?
Justin, we have them for everything. We have them for the Dodge, the Duramax, and all the Ford applications now. We just recently released the 6.7 Ford and the 7.3 Ford. So we have them for all the applications.
A big thanks to Chris from BD Diesel for giving us the rundown on their heavy-duty flex plates. To find out more and get one for your truck, check out xdp.com today.